Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. It's Thursday night and that means it is our weekly live sea power battle. We get together on a Thursday night, one of us has made a mission and the others run it. We have no idea what we're about to expect, but I see Falklands and that's good. Short history. The Falklands War was a 10-week undeclared war between Argentina and the United Kingdom in 1982 over the two British dependent territories in the South Atlantic, the Falkland Islands and its territorial dependency, South Georgia, and the South Sandwich Islands. The conflict began 2 April 1982 when Argentina invaded and occupied the Falkland Islands, followed by the invasion of South Georgia the next day. On 5 April, the British government dispatched a naval task force to engage the Argentine Navy and Air Force before making an amphibious assault on the island. The conflict lasted 74 days and ended with an Argentine surrender on 14 June. In total, 649 Argentine military personnel and 255 British personnel and 3 Falkland Islanders were killed during these hostilities. Situation: what if? In our alternate history, the Argentinians are supported by the Soviet Union. After the British fleet set out on April the 5th, a small Soviet fleet was spotted heading south and later detected by American satellite on an intercept course. The satellite images identified a Kirov class and several other support ships. Several submarines are also expected in the area. Mission: defend the British fleet. If one of the carriers or transport gets sunk, we can't sustain liberation of the island. Fly, have I done that justice?
Yes, you did, and I'm very thankful. Of course, reading on English, it's hard to conquer. So, you basically got it already. We summoned the amphibious landing fleet, the main carrier fleet together. So we have one big fleet that you need to defend. You also get 3 submarines. So if you scroll down on the sheet, you see the 3 submarines on the left side first. Mm-hmm. It's all 3 are Churchill class, the Churchill, the Conqueror, and the Courageous. 2 of them, the Conqueror and the Courageous, were actually at Falklands, and I think it was the Conqueror who sank the Argentinian battleship. We also have the Hermes and Invincible, both Invincible class carriers. We have a bunch of Type 42 Sheffield class with unders for Coventry. We have Type 21 class. We have Type 22 class, and we also have a Type 82 Bristol class. Also, we have a bunch of merchants that need to be defended. On the carrier, we have mainly Sea Harriers, FRS-1. We also have Sea Kings NAS, that are basically our early warning radar. Yeah. And we also have, Sea King AEV and Sea King HAS. So that's our anti-submarine warfare. And basically all frigates and destroyers have at least 1 Lynx on board. So that's your complement on air wing.
Roger, Fly. Just a couple of historical errors just to pick up on because I'm a friggin' nerd. Yes, HMS Conqueror did attack ARA Belgrano. Interestingly, it didn't fire its modern Tigerfish guided missiles. Instead, it fired the straight-running Mark 8 missiles. It fired 3, 2 of which hit. Reason being, the Tigerfish was a miserable torpedo and he didn't dare fire them in case they went wrong. Hermes was not an Invincible class. There were 3 Invincible class built. Invincible was 1. Hermes was actually an older type of carrier and a larger type of carrier, but I understand we'll have to play it as an Invincible class. Today I'm playing with Davros. Do you have any questions at this point? Well, obvious questions would be which directions are the baddies coming from, where are they, how many?
I have 2 things I also need to adjust it for this battle. I looked at the original Fearless class, and of course we don't have it in game, and sadly I don't find them out. We have Austin class instead. They are in game marked as Fearless. I know it isn't a Fearless, but that's the best we have in game. And also what I forgot to mention is we have 1 Nimrod close by mainly to search for enemy submarines and to detect the surface group.
Welcome in, viewers. We are just south of the Ascension Islands on our way to the Falklands, and we are being intercepted, so we've merged into one big task force. Right, Davros is going to be the commander. Hello, Davros.
Evening.
Right, the first thing we need to do, Davros, is to identify what units we've got, what they're carrying, otherwise it's going to be absolutely useless. So we have 3 SSNs, Churchill class, 1 Courageous here, and it's got some noise already, take note. 2, down here, we've got HMS Conqueror down here, and we've got the other one that I forgot its name here. They have 14 Mark 8 torpedoes, the older, simpler ones, and 18 of the more modern Tigerfish guided torpedoes, 3 decoys and 20 noisemakers. Take note, they're all at 5 knots and above the layer, or at least 2 are above the layer. Then our main task, we also have an ASW, what do we call ASW in Britain? Damn, I've forgotten. Anyway,
This is Nimrod.
Yeah, we have the Nimrod MR2 there with Stingray torpedoes times 8 and Jezebel buoys there. Our task force consists of Type 21. With Sea Cat, the absolutely terrible missile, times 12, Exocet, anti-ship, range 20 miles, Mark 46 ASW torpedo, 4.5-inch gun, and other odds and sods, another Type 21 and another Type 21. So our Type 21's a Vanguard, take note. Next, Coventry class, that's a Type 42, equipped with Sea Darts, that's the long range of our SAMs, 40 miles times 24. We've got 22 Stingray, so real big ASW presence there, Stingray. Torpedoes, 4.5-inch. We've got next, brilliant, which is Type 82, question mark? No, Type 22. With Shorad Seawolf times 72. We've got Exocet times 4. Stingray ASW. Note offensive ECM there as well. Take note of that. Bristol, that's definitely a Type 82. We've got Sea Dart, the big one, times 40, and lots of them. Ikara, which is like the American... What are the Americans? ASROC? ASROC. 4.5-inch gun and some Bofors. We've got Sheffield, which is another Type 42 up there. We've got Glasgow, which is another Type 42 up there. Moving inwards, we have RFA, representing the RFAs, which are more or less unarmed. Another RFA. First carrier, HMS Invincible, played by HMS Invincible. On board are going to be her air wing. Wait for it. 8 Sea Harriers, 4 ground attack Harriers, 6 ASW Sea King, note AEW Sea King, we didn't actually have them at this time in the war, but we'll allow it, and some ASW Lynx. Notes the FRS ones will probably have Sea Eagle missiles. Yes, they do. Long-range cruise missiles, so that's good. Hermes, played by another Invincible with the same loadout, I'm pretty sure. Next, HMS Canberra, that's pretty cool. Is it actually played by HMS Canberra? I wonder. No, or is
No,
it
it's actually a Russian cruise ship.
Roger.
Ivan something.
Roger. So that was taking a couple of battalions of men. Next we have Atlantic Invader. Actually, and this is the actual Atlantic Invader, which is really interesting. It was modified to be our 3rd aircraft carrier until it was sunk. And it actually has the real stuff it has on it, which is awesome. So whoever made this is awesome. 6 ground attack Harriers, 8 Sea Harriers, are 5 Chinooks, of course, which 4 were actually sunk. And 6 Lynxes as well, anti-submarine warfare, so that is super cool.
One thing we need to note, in Sea Power we don't have Chinooks in game, so we have Sea Knights, what is basically just a smaller Chinook, but that's for in place.
Roger. Okay, Olympia. We have other auxiliary. It's going to be auxiliary stuff, but just check just in case. Bunch of auxiliary. Great! Davros, you got a whole load of units there and a whole lot of responsibility on your shoulder. Let's talk about setup before we kick off. So, let's talk about submarines. They are already got passive and they've already seen probably what they need to see. Do they have Total Ray, Churchill? They do. So we'll put the you want the Total Rayers out, yeah?
Yes, please, yeah.
I will do that. I'll remember to do that. In terms of surface fleets, first question. What do you want their radars to be on or off?
I think I just want those first 3, they need to be radiating. Everybody else can stay quiet.
Same question, sonar.
I think we stay quiet for the moment.
Roger.
Yeah, they can probably hear us hundreds of miles away, to be honest, with a huge...
Finally, ROE.
ROE is going to be tight until we are positive identified as hostiles.
Aye, sir. Right, I'm going to start getting everyone's bits deployed. Yeah, I said it, bits deployed. Just try and keep an eye on the map where you can.
Yeah, Cap, don't forget, you are the good guys, presumably.
We are the good guys.
So you don't shoot first.
Yeah, that was probably something we should have led with in the briefing, really. So the ROE is don't shoot until shot upon.
I thought
yeah.
that's a natural
Let's go on
thing.
active. Let's just do a complete sweep.
Right, I just got to go and do the other ships because we'll be screwed if any of them are set up wrong.
I need to say, and I need to give a very big shout out to all the Sea Power mod makers. Again, this mission wouldn't be possible without all the beautiful mods in the Steam Workshop.
True.
I found, except for the Fearless class, I found everything I needed in the workshop, including the subs.
You guys, Invincible, they carry their own junk, so I'm going to put them on. This is an Invincible for today, going to put that on. Warships. That might have been a warship, maybe? I had some machine guns, that's all I had, I remember. Right, guys, by which I mean Davros, I believe that is everyone set up and ready to fight. First operations are obviously oh my goodness, submarine. So what do we got down here? We are, I'm just going to check if we're below layer or above layer. We are above layer. Take note. So there is vulnerability there. This guy is definitely above layer. In fact, he's shallow. And this guy over here is definitely below layer. No, he's above layer as well. 245. Interesting. So they're all above layer at the moment, which is why they're listening.
Okay. So the northernmost one, Courageous, can she go below layer because she's just lost those 2 sonar contacts?
Aye. Going below layer.
And I wanted to start coming south west, please.
Southwest. Aye.
So we're going to parallel track them, but obviously on an opposite bearing.
Roger. Hopefully we'll pick them up again. What next?
Give us one gameplay thing for you. The Moss, so the decoy you can send out, you can, after launch, as long as you don't lose the wire, can redirect.
Oh,
so you can even let the Moss do, and Crazy Eye, for example.
Roger.
And of course your Tigerfish are wire guided, so you can redirect them also.
Roger. I'm sure we'll forget. Let's just have a look at ranges. So these guys are 10 miles at the moment. This is going to be obviously be their SAG, right? Yeah, that's their SAG.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we just go to all stop on the southernmost one, to be honest. We'll lose a tail, but that's not a problem. So we'll just put Churchill to all stop.
Done.
Conqueror can come to all stop as well. I need to do some measurements here. From the side of that diamond, how far is it out to Conqueror? So she is just on the cusp of where their active sonar might work. If have we got a speed on that contact?
No, we do not have that information yet. Yes, we do.
Yeah, 12.8. Okay, it's a big contact. Okay.
Take note down, Ross, that's ASW helicopters taking off.
Yeah, we can't fire until fired upon, so we're going to lose one of our submarines before we actually get into a firing position. Conqueror can come south-east, please.
Speed?
You don't know if you're losing submarine first.
Speed, please.
Deep and fast. So, all ahead full, try to keep the tail out.
Done.
We'll do a 5-minute sprint until 10 past 10. Well, it'll be a 6-minute sprint, but yeah.
I can say you, the max speed at very deep of the subs are 25 knots. They're pretty fast.
Roger, do you want me to get an AEW helicopter out, Davros?
Yeah, we need to. We were told to sort this lot out. We need to get the Nimrod over those submarine contacts. So can we just dot those submarine contacts so we know where they are?
Aye. Also note we are we're within missile range of the Kirov by some distance. We're 280 nautical miles. It can do 400 miles. Okay, I've got them and I'm sending Nimrod over. What kind of altitude? I feel a bit vulnerable up here.
If we go to 48 Jezebels and we just put an alt left click or whatever it is to put the boys on top of them, let's get that sorted. And it'll adjust its altitude automatically then with it.
Yeah, understood. Okay.
Hopefully we're nowhere near Grumble range or whatever the S300's called on the Navy.
No, don't worry about that. That's a lot.
Okay, so we've got one submarine going fast, one submarine that stops, one submarine creep. Let's have a look at the surface fleet very quickly. We need to get our Sea Kings up, which are our best endurance helos. So they'll be coming off invisible.
And don't forget your Lynxes.
Do you want
Lynxes don't have the endurance.
Are we talking
so we'll
about? AEW or HAS?
I want 1 AAW and 2 ASW up for the moment. And then we'll repeat. We'll put another AEW up and another 2 ASW. So the AEW can just go to the east or the west by 25 miles, get up to about 6,000, 10,000 feet. Don't think those helos are actually pressurised. So top altitude is probably about 10,000 for them.
Look there, they have beautiful British liveries on the
It is. It's all modelled beautifully. Great, we've got a game to do this. Davros, where did you say you want AEW?
So AEW can either go to the east or the west of us by about 20 kilometres, 20 nautical miles.
Roger, just trying to find him. You want him at altitude, presumably?
Yeah, 10,000 feet. Let's see what we get. I think that's him there, because I think he's got his inflatable little radome stuck to his side.
Yep, and I've just turned his radar on. Down it comes. Beautiful. Yeah, this helicopter was actually designed during this war. It's quite an amazing feat of technology, an interesting story. But anyway, ASW, what do you want?
We need to sweep the sides. I think the Nimrod's probably got the forward contacts, so we'll sweep the sides with those.
Cancel the order, sir.
No, it just doesn't matter. We've got plenty to play with today, so.
You're right. I don't. There's no point in spamming it. There'll be lots of clicking today, isn't there? Okay, Jezebel.
You're fine, Cap. Right now, Shadow's talking about grilling in rain.
Alright.
That's a typical British thing to do, right?
Yep. Everything is on. Okay, we've identified. We have Krevac, ASW. No, what is a Krevac?
Yeah, Krevac is an ASW.
That is ASW. Yes, ASW frigate, ASW frigate, ASW destroyer. A lot of ASW here. One's heading towards us already, which terrifies me. Battle cruiser. Unknown and unknown.
I think the first thing that we'd like to become towards is
flank speed. That's flank speed, by the way. I don't know how it could see us if it could.
Let's go deep. Go deep and go south. South and deep at maximum speed. Well, very deep in actual fact. Let's just get way
the
down.
chuff out of there. Yep, understood. Right, down you go, sir. He'll be fine.
So let's have a look at the other submarine to the north. Well, we've got a second. We still need 1 time to play. So Conqueror has lost those contacts at the moment, so we need to re-pick those up. Bring her to slow if she's not already at slow. And then is she still above the layer? Is she?
I think she's below. You know. Yeah, she's below.
So let's just pop her above for a second. See if they've played city buggers as well.
Yeah, that's bad news. Let me check why that's happened. We've just lost it. It doesn't matter. We know where the task force is. Let me just mark it in case.
With Nimrod, with its sea search radar should find it easily if you need that.
Roger, noted. Radar going on.
So let's just check our ranging for that, because just a comment. All these models are wrong for the Brit submarines. They're skipjacks. They're American skipjacks, but guys.
Yeah, the mesh is
just don't worry about that.
Yeah,
we've got the right ammo on board. What's the range of the Tigerfish?
Stand by.
Should be 20 miles.
Yep, 20 miles. Mark 8.
Okay, so
7 miles.
Archer, Chill, and Conqueror within 20 miles of that surface group.
100%.
Okay, so basically I'm waiting for one of those submarines to get shot at, and then it's free range Ruskies.
Yep, all Tiger. Anyone know how many tubes this thing has?
Should be 4, I think.
6, but you can hover about it. Yeah,
yes, 6. So we can black 12 torpedoes out, guys. But we've got to make sure we do that before we actually get hit.
You want to give them all the British love, yeah?
So we need to slow all the subs down there. So the sprint one's a few minutes overrun. So the northern one can come to the northernmost submarine can come to a stop.
This one here. The northernmost. Conqueror. You want to come to a stop?
Call stop. Oh no, she's slow. She was slow, wasn't she? Keep the tail out. We'll head tip 1/3, and then the very northern one I think was on a sprint one, wasn't she? Was she on a sprint one?
She slowed down to this and now at 5 knots above the layer, but she's hearing nothing.
Hopefully that means they've slowed down as well. Now, the gaming solution to this would be to move our convoy to the west and not run straight into those submarines, because we know those submarines have got a limited range, both in speed and in range of torpedo. We could just go to the west and completely spoil the game. However,
the Iron Lady said there's no fleeing.
We have to go at best speed towards the Falklands, yes. So we're not going to deviate our course.
Devos, you don't want to make the Iron Lady angry.
She will. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so
it's just a group. It's just a group.
Churchill can come to slow.
Is there any point to sending a Moss out to stir them up? Maybe get some reaction?
No, we'll
shot
just
at,
let
you
it
mean?
play out. Yeah, we'll just let it play out. I don't think the Harriers have got the range to get down there at the moment anyway. You're talking 200
Yeah.
200 mile flight.
So I can tell you from my testing, where Harriers have basically, if you see the cross there, Cap mate, and the enemy fleet, yeah, the Harriers end up halfway, and then
Yeah.
RTB.
Yes.
So let's get another AWC King up and 2 more ASWs up, and then we can start sweeping the front of the convoy. We need to get some sonar poise about 20 nautical miles out in front of us.
Don't forget, Cap, you need to give him first a waypoint, then the boys,
Oh, that's
otherwise it doesn't
stupid.
work.
Yep, CPAP.
Welcome to Sea Power, Cap. I know it's the very first day for you to play it.
Yeah, but how many patches have to come out before the basic stuff gets fixed? Anyway, there you go. Moaning done, guys. We've got Nimrod down here. If you want to put some, oh yes, we do want to put some things down. So.
Yeah, he should be doing his own thing, shouldn't he? He should be putting the sonar poise down.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. Give him
Alright,
first
okay.
a waypoint and then it works.
I'm just changing a bit. Yeah.
The things.
Mutter.
All right, let's see what we get with that, guys. Outside of Grumble range, pretty easily.
You know, Devros, one day the Sea Power does fix that. You know, one day, one beautiful day.
You'd have thought ASW assets would just go to a sonar buoy contact, wouldn't you, and start laying them? But yeah, that's a beautiful shot from the other side, isn't it? Full little Sea Kings lined up.
Do you want
Sweet little Sea Kings.
this chat on or off?
I want that on because I'm trying to keep an eye on everything down to the south as well as up the north.
And I think the Shadow always wants that up, Cap.
I would also drop a sonar buoy at the northwest corner of the cross cap
Stand by.
with the Nimrod.
All right, yeah, we'll deal with that in a second. Let me just get my AEW out over here.
After my last mission was so easy on you, I thought this time you need to micromanage some stuff this time. I know you love to micromanage.
Got a free ASW here, so let's just put some more out down there. Okay, here we go. Well done, Nimrod. Well done, Nimrod. Right, we've got Courageous here. Obviously, we can't engage until something happens, but we found their guys. Change the plan
Probably
now.
Cap. Nimrod, best Nimrod. This picture is so beautiful. I think that's the lowest the 707 you ever see at that time.
The Argentinian 707s were literally here doing that to our fleet at the time. They were spying on our fleet and they almost got shot down by Harriers. Boom! Another one.
Oh. Didn't know that.
Yeah, they retrofitted sidewinders onto the Nimrods during the Falklands, so they had some level of self-defense.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah,
On a bomber sidewinders? That's kind of cool.
yeah, because they were worried that they were going to do the same thing with their patrol aircraft, so they armed up the Nimrods. So if they'd sent, I think the Argentinians had something along the lines of Poseidon or
You know, guys,
the P3. And they thought if they put a missile on that, we'll just shoot it down first.
you know what? I kind of hate to say it, but I kind of love British way to fight.
We don't really like big fights. We like man in the shed type fights.
Like
That's
the
your-
TVR.
That's what you have Marines for, right? Your Royal
Absolutely.
Marines.
So let's check on Conqueror and Churchill. Let's see what their speeds are and their depths are. So she's gone really deep now, and she's gone to 500. We'll leave her there. What's Churchill doing? Churchill's at 5 knots now. We're good. Churchill can now come to a westerly heading, please, of 270.
Are you sure that fleet is not running away from you?
It is, it's running north.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're quicker than them, probably.
Here we are.
Well, we're at least quicker then, and we'll
We are
find
much
out.
quicker.
If you go deep, you can go up above 25 knots and be pretty good undetected.
Again, if I was going to game this out, I'd actually send that Nimrod down and get it shot, and then
Nah, use the Nimrod to kill these submarines. We can do it so
No,
quickly with
sorry.
this.
You don't want to let
Best asset.
you know, yeah, you don't want to lose that Nimrod.
So let's push the Griffin out as far as we can and see what its actual range is. The ASWC King just
Aye,
above
aye.
the cursor there. Let's see what her range is. Her range is actually over those subs. We could
They can
put
tell
that
the
Nimrod
subs, yeah.
south.
Yep.
We could
I'll-
put that Nimrod down there as a sacrificial pawn.
I'll let him do his one there. Do you want to start moving other ones down there?
Yeah, I think so. I think we need to get a nice little arc
Okay.
going in front of us.
I'll let them do their buoys. Okay, can you find another Has? Can we find another Has? There we go. This guy can come down.
Yeah, I think all the Has are Griffins, aren't they?
Interestingly, we've lost all of those submarines. I'm not sure what happened, because we've now got Jezebels in the sea, so...
Are the Jezebels above or below layer?
I don't actually
They're
know.
all below layer. If it's possible, but
They're below layer.
above layer.
Do you want to rerun them?
Never mind. I just
Let's rerun them. It's intermittent because that should bob up and
Yeah.
down. So.
Right, so let me just start again. Slow down. Everything slow down a second. Right, so intermittent. Let's start again. We want one there.
We have them back, and we have even more fucking contacts. Jesus
There.
Christ!
And where was the other one? Ah, I lost the other one. God damn it. Okay, somewhere around there, wasn't it?
Nope. Yeah.
That's a bit frustrating, guys.
Let's not send them in the world over there. Let's send a Griffin. Let's send a couple of Griffins over to your Italy one. So we know those Russians are at least 100 kilometres away from it, but their submarines about 50 kilometres away. We know their hazard range is about 20 nautical miles, isn't it? So we've got 30 nautical miles to play with. We're doing about 30 knots, so we've got an hour to kill them.
Roger, but the fleet is past our submarines now, just FYI.
Yeah, so we'll turn them in. I think those submarines have probably been negated now, so Conqueror can go straight north, so can Churchill. Best speed. Tell a lie. Conqueror can come to northwest at best speed, so can Churchill.
Aye.
Let's try and get fully in their baffles and just do best speed and try to keep up with them as much as possible.
We're getting good pings now. Oh, here we go.
Excellent. Here we go.
Pause.
We're being shot at. Right. Pause. Right. We need to get torpedoes on all those submarines from the Nimrod. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So if we've got contacts there, we will kill them all. We need to go to Churchill and the South Submarine Group. We need to pop up above layer now and get those torps off.
One.
And then we need to get all our torpedoes on. All our radars on.
Just for the check.
Courageous can stay where she is. She's our last defence against the fleet.
Do you want to go a bit more south?
Yeah.
A bit more south to make sure we're doing
she can go south. I mean, she's supposed to be our ears, but it didn't quite work that way, does it?
Roger, before we start engaging here and get distracted, is there anything we need to set up on the fleet?
If there's any radars not on, if there's anybody not on, we might as well put them on free fire, to be honest, because they've got short range, surface to surface. So.
No comment. All right. Radars on and weapons free. Still paused.
Okay, so let's look at our fleet for a second, our main fleet. Let's bring Coventry west, so we'll get rid of it out of take Coventry out of our formation. Bring her straight west, she's going to be the barrier, hopefully. She can come to flank speed. Then we've got a single little ASW or AA guy to your immediate north there. Just to your west now, Glasgow. Glasgow's going to have a night out on the town. Glasgow's going to take that formation and come immediately south at best speed. So you're literally forming a screen in front of those that main convoy.
Well, there we go. Fixed.
Oh, there we go.
Yay. Forward.
Okay, let's try that. Okay.
Right, we've got...
we have active ECM as well, so we need to get that on. I think it was the 42s have got active ECM, so we need to get that targeted down at our missiles. Yep, offensive ECM. Let's get that targeted at that missile.
Yep, it's pretty good, right?
Is there anybody else got any? We've got one jammer on.
Back down here. Do you want one of these above layer to listen?
Yeah, both above the layer, both at best speed for the moment. Both above layer, both best speed. See what happens there. We probably will have to go a bit slow, so we hear stuff. Yeah. Let's get the Griffins down, so those westerly Griffins can come down and support the Nimrod. Those are the easterly Griffins. We still need those out to secure that flank, really, because we've got that one submarine down there somewhere, haven't we?
Yep.
For the check quickly, Maggot. The check-room was beautiful because it also had turbo prop, 4 times counter-rotating.
Lost the
beautiful bird.
We're about to drop our first torpedo, but let's have a look at these submarines. All right, here we go, Davros. What do you want me to blow up? Do you remember which was?
Let's see how good we'll get contact data back, won't we? So let's wait till we get. We're within 9 nautical miles at the moment, so that's spot on for Conqueror. Churchill's a bit further back, so let's fire first with Churchill. Let's take out the back 2.
From Churchill, yeah.
Yeah,
don't forget. So. Wait, Divers. Don't forget. You have 21-mile range, and they are running away from you, and you're almost at max range.
They're only going to get further away because if they're doing back flank speed now, their flank speed is about 32. Ours is 25. They're just going to get further away. I may as well just take the shots now. I've got 15 minutes to reload. I'd have another go after that if they're still within range. You don't win wars by taking ammo home.
I thought you maybe want to get a bit more closer, you know?
We're not. I don't think we will. Unless we can slow them down. Yeah, unless we can slow them down, we're not going to get closer. Let's get the let's run time on those. Okay, at 50.
For ages, they'll take ages.
That was a beautiful shot cap there with a plane flying away.
That Nimrod is, If somebody makes a model of the Nimrod, I will.
Oh yeah. I mean, with that fleet we have.
Let's see if we get some shots again from Conqueror.
It's a hen. It's a hen, guys.
Beautiful.
I'm just waiting for more.
Echo.
I'm waiting for more info to come in from the Conqueror. Oops.
That's an Echo 2 class.
Yeah.
Ouch. That could have been nasty. Although they have the surface to get those off, don't they? So.
Yes. They only can launch that on surface.
Ah, went above it. How about that? Worst torpedo ever.
Yeah, but that's why we're saying to the Griffins: do not let the Nimrod run out of torpedoes, otherwise it will try to fly home.
Roger.
Yeah, leave it like one torpedo in the end and all fine.
Information's in.
Right, so Kirov to the middle. Let's get Conqueror at 4 torpedoes at the Kirov, please. Or 6 torpedoes at the Kirov, sort it, yeah.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, absolutely. If we slow down a bit, we may be able to keep wire guidance. Who knows?
Oh, look, all the beautiful tubes.
Your tubes all belong to us.
That's beautiful.
It's gorgeous, but it's a skip track. And this is before the Americans put their huge active sonar dome in the middle of their fleet submarine noses.
It's the best I could get, you know. It
That's
has
nice.
weapons, it has
nice.
speed,
So,
you know.
I take it the skipjack had a what they call a chin sonar, so the sonar would have been below those torpedo tubes.
Don't forget. Oh, I forgot all about the missiles. I was so busy.
Yeah, well, it's also defensive anyway, isn't it? So.
Yep, there's many missiles coming.
You might as well watch. There'll only be a couple of minutes. Not much point putting Harriers out. Harriers can't shoot at them.
Yeah, if I think the Falklands, your best you have are 8-9 lemurs. That's all you have for it there.
On terminal, going straight for the carriers, of course.
Oh, a change course?
Change to Sheffield.
The 45s did very well against these. The 45s and the 82 did very, very well against these. So fingers crossed.
Come on, boys.
I think they're probably using the same data for sea darts as they do for the SM2.
First salvo destroyed.
Did we lose Coventry?
No.
Nope. Like the Coventry class and the Invincible have actually custom mesh on the missiles. The others just have the same data. I can say from testing cab, without the jamming, your fleet would be toast.
Works for me.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, absolutely.
There's more missiles.
Yeah. That's a long-range shot. We'll get the second one in.
So far, Cap, you did better than real life. Here, Coventry is still alive.
Yes, we need some Argentine Skyhawks with bombs to take that down.
Don't tempt me. First I had the idea to put the BizJet again in again.
I hate the BizJet.
The BizJet with the Exocet.
It's lost track. It's had to go up to re-establish.
Oh, there's a missile coming.
Go up to blow up.
And it missed.
We'll get it. It's next sea dart. We'll get it.
And sea dart's a beautiful system with an air-breathing SAM. You can at least maneuver and don't lose that much speed, right?
So both our submarines down there now need to go deep and keep going north.
Northwest or due north?
Northwest for Conqueror there.
Aye, aye.
And due north for Churchill.
Oh, Devros. You remember the mission I have for next week? Germany versus Russia in the North Sea?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a very new German air defense frigate. I thought I put that maybe in.
Oh, F-127.
Oh, it's right now.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. I started building it.
Yeah, I'm going to do a battle with it.
It's the biggest frigate Germany puts into service since World War II. Interesting.
Right, we just nullified the main threat, guys. Well done. Helicopters haven't quite reached this area yet, but they will do soon. That's another Tango, so that's that's a hen, isn't it? So that's easy to take down. Right, what have we got going down here, guys? It's very slow. What have we got here? So they're fired. ASROCs at us. We've gone deep and we're moving out just like we should do. We've gone deep and we're moving out. Is this guy still alive? Yep, just like we should do. We're doing everything we can there. Don't forget we've got mods that we can do, but there's plenty of noise in the water already, in my opinion.
Yeah, there is. I don't think their torpedoes can get down to us where we are at the moment. Neither.
They're running away. They're running away.
Yeah.
I have no idea where you are, Cap.
Double checking. More missiles incoming, but it's Singleton. Helicopter's good. Nimrod's just sitting wait. I might as well put him up at altitude just to save fuel.
Absolutely. So let's get the Griffin in and nail that Tango.
Roger,
Cap,
roger.
So
yeah.
solar board it first and then Stingray.
if you select the Nimrod and zoom out, you see the range of the Nimrod. Just follow.
Yeah, the range of the boss is.
It has good range.
Yeah, just in case. But right, waiting for that to happen. So, wait, get these missiles polished off. Oh, it's a big hunter-killer group. Damn it, they found us because they're diving.
Yeah, I reckon we've got another 8 minutes on them.
Yeah, did you see that? We had one of our Type 26s named today. Glasgow by Princess.
Yeah. We keep using the same names for our ships. I'm very
noticed
confused.
that? We
We've
really do
got
that.
too much Glasgow in here.
We go like
I mean,
Dreadnought.
we
We've had
do
like
this-
20 Dreadnoughts.
We also do that, you know? If the last ship you put on sale, and that's like 50 years ago, you can reuse that name.
I'm really worried about this.
I wouldn't name one ship of us Bismarck again. You know, it has like
No,
a bad
probably not.
aftertaste.
Yeah, I'm worried
It
about
probably
this.
gets,
This attack's going to be pretty nasty, guys.
you know, an enemy in the future just to make us mad, send some old swordfish,
Yeah,
you know,
this
that
is-
by the time are 100 years old.
Our Tigerfish have done nothing because obviously all the missiles have been fired anyway.
I'm going to turn these so they get bigger RCS.
Yeah, go for it.
Sacrifice yourselves.
You want to sacrifice Coventry again, Cap? That's
Oh,
bad.
sorry.
Slide on history.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is bad. This is very bad.
Cap, the
destroyer.
Shed says Titanic's also a very bad name to ship.
Agreed.
Shit after.
Come on, shoot them. Just as crossed. Just as crossed.
That's why Kevin's nervous.
Oh, no, 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 no. Hit the RFA, hit the RFA, hit the RFA. Anything but the invincible carrier. God
No,
damn
lost
it. Did you
carrier.
see that shit?
Lost-
What a 90-degree turn!
Come on.
Mach 1.5
That
missiles
was
with a
Hermes.
fucking HG turn.
Parrot.
That was Hermes.
She'll be right. She'll be right. Come on, boys. Repair her. All right, we won't be taking off any Harriers from that one. Ah, well.
How good is British damage control?
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
We don't know because the mission editor hasn't told us. So hopefully they're on Ultra.
Okay, chicken tigerfish.
I actually hoped you would say, of course, the best. That was the answer I was looking for.
We were. Well, if your whole ship doesn't blow up with one missile, you're okay, aren't you? You've got a
Look at
chance.
that. Free buggy game. 3 tigerfish have gone dumb. Just flown off in a random direction to Ecuador.
Yeah, because
Excellent.
they lost track cap, and of course you don't give them new information because the wire broke. Yeah, they dead in the water.
What, so they just turned away from where the thing was that they were going for?
No.
That's a good idea.
It gets mid-course update as long as the wire is there. Yeah, and when the ship turned around, it did the lead, accounting for lead. And when the wire broke, so they still on that lead, but the ship will not be
what a
there.
giant fuck up. You know that we're only 24 knots. Since when does a tigerfish go 24 knots?
We've still got the Tigerfish going for that front oodle.
Well, what's the point? It's
Totally.
24 knots. It can't even keep up
And
with it.
to be honest, it doesn't matter anyway. All the missiles that group has got have been fired at us. We've already lost one carrier, so the game is essentially played.
Disappointed how
Did
shit
you
these
lose the
torpedoes
carrier?
are.
Did you yet lose the
No,
carrier?
it's not.
Well, hopefully not. She's damaged, but
Nah, I
Come on.
count that as okay, as long as you don't lose it.
So
I'm nice to
we could do with another Griffin down there, couldn't we? We also just need to remember Griffin 3 can go off to the east and try to find that other submarine
On
that's
it.
creeping in. Historically correct, to be honest, but yeah.
Cap Shed says British damage control is of course the best in the world.
That's what I said, guys.
Doesn't beat the US.
Well, that's not gonna
How good
matter.
is Norwegian damage control?
So, as these things are at service
Pretty
now,
good.
I can also tell you that Tigerfish's top speed was more like 35 knots. I can also tell you that the submarines would not be doing 25 knots at that depth. They'd be more like 45.
Your old school
And
torpedoes
I
actually go 40
happen to
knots.
be working around people who knew what they were talking about for these generation of boats and subs.
There was in game your old school torpedoes actually go 40 knots. Just FYI.
Yeah, but we've got no way of actually targeting them. They run straight torpedoes. We've got no calculation. We've got no calculation computer to do.
I mean,
we
if you
don't know what the
fire-
lead is. We don't know if we've got to get them to shallow. I've never played the run straight ones.
So in sea power, they accounting for lead, speed, and everything. If you target, the only thing they don't do is mid-course updating and homing on themselves. In general, you fire them like every other torpedo on a target.
So let's hope Stingray have a bit of better luck.
Tango, that's diesel, isn't it, guys?
These electric air with that funny triple propulsion unit.
Good old Tango. All Tango belong to you.
All Tango are all belong to me. Your diesel electric ain't quite enough, sir.
Interruption cap. What are you looking for?
Boom! Bye! Next. Look at that. Look at the water. I've never seen that before. Right.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Next. Let's get that echo that's been pissing me off.
Yeah, set the effect. Yeah.
Imagine Echo would do the suicide thing. Go to the surface, fire all
Tubes are ready. Tubes are ready.
Okay, so let's just best guess where this fleet is, like Pony was doing last
Gonna
week.
be
Yeah,
about
I think
there. It's gonna be about there.
Yeah, so we need to get closer. So we need to hope they've slowed down, and we can get closer.
Aye, aye.
So we need flank speed, please,
Crank
Now you
that
just
reactor
only
up.
need to hit flank cap. It baffles it automatically unbaffles.
and then Conqueror needs to do the same thing. Go deep and flank speed towards the fleet.
So after cap, you destroyed that submarine. Yeah, I have something to say. If the people want to continue to see how you sink submarines, they should consider go subscribe, thumb up to the video, hit the bell, and also consider to be a donator to watch directly here in the Discord.
This is great news, guys.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget the like button.
Yeah, especially in Soul Corp, probably so easily lost to me in the fleet battle.
Yeah, remember down to death.
Yeah, we should have just stuck with your first plan of just put the sonar boy
Right, break. We
maze
are
over some of that.
2 miles from the whatever that is, probably in Uloy.
Okay, well that deserves a whatever the Mark 8 is it?
You happy with that?
Yeah, try Mark 8 from there. I have no idea where we'll get it from that depth, but we'll see. Yeah, and then we'll put a Moss out to the south. And then we need to slow down if we can.
Need to say, especially when it's like really
So-
slowly through the
All right,
water.
what now?
Just scroll out a bit, see if there's anything else up there, and slow it down.
Especially when the sub is so slow.
There's your second target to the
like
north.
flying.
It's an EM, so I'm not sure we can shoot at that with any reliability.
How are we getting that from the air?
It's the
Doesn't
Nimrod.
sound-
It's the
doesn't look-
Nimrod. But we're slowing down now.
Okay.
We should pick up some emissions.
What is that Kirov doing? It's gangster drifting through the water.
This one.
Yeah, it's gangster banking.
It's an ASW frigate.
Oh,
to
I
nail it
forgot
with a
the
Mark
Kirov.
8.
Yeah.
Unguided torpedo, best torpedo.
So my money is on this being RBS, but we'll see. But they
I'd
have
say
nerfed, they
it's
have
really
nerfed that
fast.
slightly. They have nerfed that slightly, I think.
He's evaded it.
Yeah, it's turn away. Yeah.
Actions.
No lucky cap. No luck.
did-
Let's go deep and go northwest.
Aye, aye.
Because we're, as I say, I mean, we're not really after their fleets, are we? Because I mean, they've shot all
Speed.
You want
they've
to
shot all they can.
you still want to destroy them. They still have weapons on board.
Well, we just wait around for the Americans to come and save our ass as usual.
Huh?
We just wait around for the Americans to come and save our ass. The Russians have just launched an attack against a NATO member, so it's no longer the Falklands War; it's World War III.
you're kind of true to that, but at the same time, for a British pride, you don't want to kill that ships that try to touch your boats.
True. Right, let's
see?
keep... Yeah, put a noisemaker out, put a moss right to the northwest.
Done.
Okay. Good bearing.
Devros, Jackson plays the role of Iron Lady right now and says, kill them dead.
I still think my first plan of taking the Nimrod down south would have been a better plan, but here we go. Right, okay.
Dead riding. You claim Article 5 of...
Put them down at intermittent, please.
Yeah.
Devros, chat says, you claim Article 5 for the NATO Charter and lose national pride? Question mark.
Yeah, I'm a pure pragmatist, yeah. I have no pride, I have no ego. No problem. Let the big boys come and kick butt.
Ulloy is less than a mile now.
Yeah, so how deep are we?
Very deep. Full quiet.
Okay, just blast past it.
Interesting that you guys not lost a single vessel yet.
That wasn't active by now.
Oh, hello. The Mark 8's actually acting like a guided torpedo, bless it.
Yeah.
Sea power.
We need to act because it's going to get us.
Hey, it makes noise, Devros, yeah.
We need to go immediately south. We'll go southeast. We'll swing it around southeast, just putting it there. Put a moss out to the northwest.
Abuse that the moss automatically goes up to the surface.
The set 65 shouldn't be able to get down to us.
Yep. Cap, moss always goes up to the surface almost. So it always lures the enemy torpedoes to the surface again. Oh, that's set.
There we go, we've outmaneuvered that one.
Well, that close explosion still does damage normally.
I really suggest shooting at that thing before it keeps killing us.
Yes,
You can go up to die, but yeah, go up to Shadow and then torpedo it. It's only an ASW carrier, so it's no threat to the actual fleet.
Cap, you actually had damage.
We've got no ears on the actual things we want to kill.
Another one coming in.
And we're at propulsion. At least we've got something off.
Cap, can you have me a favor?
Yep.
Fire
Before it explodes, before the torpedo explodes, stop quickly. Check the damage right now. I would just want to see something. If that close explosion, how much damage it really did.
Propulsion.
An engine. The propulsion and stern planes. Okay, yeah.
Blue bar. It would have sunk even with that torpedo.
Yeah, that hurts.
Can we get some Rowenge?
You know what, Cap? That will not conquer anything.
I need 5 minutes without you talking to see if I can actually get my head around this game. Okay, mate. All right.
Yeah.
Shush. Okay, so can we look to the submarine to the south and see what they're up to? Because we've not got eyes on them at all at the moment.
I've managed to evade this 82.
Okay, so Churchill is going to take that waypoint and come in towards the fleet. She needs to slow down first and listen.
Aye, aye.
We probably need to stay low at the moment to avoid that 82, but hopefully if she's... Yeah, but we need a sonar out. So we've lost one sub. That sort may get there. We've no idea what's going on with our Griffins and our ASW Hunt to the north either at the moment. But I suspect the only offensive weapons the Russians have now got are their short-range surface-to-surface missiles and their submarines. So this really doesn't need to be tended to. I know it's the interesting stuff to look at the moment, but what we would have done in real life is Conqueror and Churchill would have both fucked off because they know all those missiles have been launched. There is no point in getting in close with that fleet and losing either of those subs. So for video purposes, we've lost a submarine. Now we're going to kill all the Russian submarines so we can actually keep the fleet in one piece. You've got at least two ships there, hove to in the middle of the fleet, so they're going to need to be told to come south again. This chap is actually repairing. He's not actually using... Is he using his damage control teams there?
He must be.
Okay, so we've still got two carriers.
Yep.
We've got two people in the middle of that fleet though that aren't going in the right direction. You can see how they're angled to crew. Intrepid and Olympia. So Coventry's probably disturbed the peace there. Pretend the fleet's all coming south. We'll sort that out later. Let's go and kill subs.
Aye, just get rid of the subs and then we'll go and smash the fleet with Harriers or whatever we need to do. Right, so I am getting through him slowly. It's just taking sweet time. Boom, gotcha. We get him. Right, he's out. I need to get another one in. So you. Him.
Doesn't have to range anymore, Clip.
There's another one around here and I can't find it. It's a little bit annoying.
He's further to the east, so we need to get those boys out of about 5 nautical miles spacing and go all the way to the east as far as that plane will go. So it's on that bearing somewhere, isn't it? And I imagine it's.
I reckon it's there. I'm gonna go and get it.
That's the middle bearing, isn't it? So yeah. So if we turn to Courageous to the northwest as well, northwest, she might use a tail. Just get the Nimrod to do that huge sonar buoy drop again.
Aye.
You've got 44 sonar buoys you need to be using.
I've done my best I can. That's the best I've got. Found it anyway. Let's go and bomb it. Cancel everything.
Yeah.
Waste of time that was. Oh,
He'll
right.
need to put sonar buoy down first, but yeah.
Oh, sonar boy right there, right next to it.
Race between the Nimrod and the. Yeah, that's at the wrong depth, though, isn't it? So, what depth is that Jezebel at? Is that at a below layer? Right, let's get Courageous above layer then, please.
Aye. Above layer, check. Right, let's start getting on this guy again. Ceasefire, go there. So above layer, yeah. So one Jezebel. Above layer.
I think he was above layer.
Yeah, was Griffin 1 going back to base, or was Griffin 1 actually prosecuting the Echo?
Griffin 1 is going back to base. Griffin 4 is coming in to kill the guy.
Sweet, you've now got a November class, is it? No, they've got noise there. So Griffin 3 can go and nobble him. So let's go down south and have a look at these submarines.
I'm a bit sad we're not sawing our links yet. No, it doesn't have a range of it.
So Churchill's beating the ATT, so that's nice, and is otherwise chasing where we believe the fleet is or was, which is around there. She's slow still. What do you want her to do?
So she's hearing nothing. So let's get her up to speed, and we'll do a what we're playing at 5 times. Just going to put my timer on for 2 minutes. Let's do a 2-minute run on that.
5 times doing that. I'm going to go and check out this, which is imminent.
So yeah, chat have just mentioned that it was the Argentinian 707s that used to come and look for the Nimrods. So in actual fact, we've got the Argentinians playing for our side at the moment.
Near enough. Right, that was above layer, so I'm hoping that's going to pick him up in short order. Maybe I have to try below layer as well.
You could always put Courageous north and just active ping and see what happens.
Roger, ranges. I don't think we're well outside active ping range, but I believe. That's weird, isn't it?
It's active.
So your BQS 4 rod, hold my throat, that should be your, is that your active?
Yeah. 8
kilometres.
kilometers. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. This guy's about to get this guy.
There you go. We got November. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy there, he was definitely there, but he's just disappeared, so never mind. It was bad data, is what it was. It's somewhere else along that line, we've just missed it. Never mind.
So let's get Griffin 2 to drop a line of boys down that line.
All over it. Let's just quickly, while we've got our concentration, just kill this guy.
Yes, smack him with one of your stingrays.
Done. That should find that. It's November, so it's an old one. Noisemakers it. And again. Right, not much point of attacking him when he's got 20 noisemakers in the water. We'll leave him. Nothing's happening here. Right, this guy wanted a big spread of boys. Intermediate. Intermittent, so pang, 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 pang. Done. Out trapping. Right, finally. A kill. Gotcha.
Yeah, we did, right.
Right.
Will the Nimrod return RTB when it's out of sonar buoys or just torpedoes?
Just torpedoes.
Best happening is we can't stop it.
Right, we need more.
Right, we need more helicopters down there, don't we, really?
Yeah. See how far the Lynxes can get.
Yeah, go for it. They're a really nice model.
Yeah. Wasn't the Lynx also involved in a kill of an Argentinian vessel with anti-ship missiles? Ah, you grabbed sadly the wrong one. On the carrier is red. On the other surface vessels, it has the right color scheme, like a real British color scheme.
Roger. Right. Do the same job. Right, go, 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 go.
Yeah, Rock, and the Seashore Crab. We actually have in game on the links.
So we need to come to above layer and slow it down to
Aye, aye.
1/3.
They're all 8 to 13 miles, so they're all about up to 60%. It's all within firing schedule of the tigerfish, so we can have a pop if you want.
Yeah, put some tigerfish down there. We've got to keep at 5 knots while they're running apparently,
Yeah,
so
so-
let's get all 4. Let's do them one at a time. Let's go rear guy, middle guy. It just go up the screen basically.
Aye, aye. Torpedoes out. 16 knots, so the tigerfish will just about catch up. Right, what's going on here? So, where is our griffins? Still on their way. The slow-ass griffins are on their way. What happened down here? Okay, we're ready to re-attack. Slow that down. One-time stingray. Go, go, go. Hit on November. Should be a pretty easy kill, really.
So we lost Griffin 3 now. She'll be back as a rearm. We need to have a look at the carriers and bring down the new ASWs once this torpedo has been successful.
Boom. Blue or hull out.
At November.
Right, so these griffins are on their way. The Lynx, I am too short range. Right, so we've got a couple of other ASWs coming to take care of these guys that are down here, or the one that's left. They're going to take forever.
So let's get the Nimrod down to the south and take care of that Echo before it does actually get ideas about launching its cruise missiles.
You don't want to have that one have bad ideas.
No, we know.
Come on, torpedoes. Faster, schneller, bitte.
It's classifying those as merchants now, so I take it that's the support team, isn't it?
I'm going to start heading courageous south just in case it gets some use at some point. Or
To be honest, we need to get courageous north, if anything, because we know there's a sub up there she's listening for.
aye, aye.
Let's ping active and go for it. Never happened in real life, folks, but let's have a bit of fun. See if we can flush it. Let's see if we can put it some speed on. Oh, lots of time, welcome. Just lost the contact.
It's just a Jezebel going between layers.
Yeah.
It'll come back when I slow it down, I imagine. Oh,
I
hello.
like your solution.
Hello.
I really do like your solutions. You know what I love, Devros? That we are so much into DCS, but we always call torpedoes missiles.
The original word torpedo meant mine, what we now call mines. Hence the damn the torpedoes comment from the Americans. It actually meant mines. But they were changed to torpedoes at some point.
Interesting. What I just recently learned is that there are submarine-borne mines that they basically launch like a torpedo and then they open, basically.
Found a magnetic anomaly, guys. Oh, hello. Hello.
That's nothing
What
to
is
worry
that?
about.
Oh, that's an Echo.
Not very long.
That's the Echo, yeah. That is the Echo.
Look at that. Smash.
That
Right.
would not be a good day at the office. Hey,
Right, submarine. Oh, look, he survived our original hit. But it was enough to take him out so he couldn't fire his missiles. Look.
Can you check how many subs you sunk at? For me?
I don't know how to tell you that information. I mean, I don't know if that's them all down, but we've got a lovely array of boys, and I don't feel threatened anymore, I must admit. That said,
right. Okay, let's have a look at that tigerfish and see what they're up to.
Roger, I've seen the distance between fleets. It's still pretty, yes, huge. We haven't covered hardly any ground. Right, so let's speed these up, I suppose.
Does anyone know when the first idea of the torpedo actually...
I would say there's a pedal-driven manned submarine that had like a lance on the front of it.
We've lost our wires. God damn
what
it.
was
that's
it?
all done.
Yeah, so Conqueror can go full speed straight north now.
There wasn't a turtle a thing from the American Civil War?
I think Turtle and Auger, but I definitely remember history of a pedal-driven submarine that had literally explosives on the front of a big lance out the front of it. Turtle actually had an auger, so that the idea was they got below it and actually drilled into the wooden hulls. So that was one of the reasons they actually started copper plating them. The secondary reason was it was very good for keeping barnacles and wildlife off your ship.
No, I'm thinking about the idea.
Probably 1910s.
18s. It says in Wikipedia.
Not-
You know what? I say it's something from Leonardo da Vinci.
1866.
1275 in Egypt.
Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
You crazy Egyptian assholes.
Yeah. Like I said, the first idea.
Submarine.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah. We got more. Got a second wave of subs in there.
Hey yo.
What's that one? That's the
I don't
one.
know what that is, but we'll go in and get him.
Campus today in full lead sunk mode.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. We found something there as well, but I don't think that's of anything of
That's
value.
probably the service vessel. So the one thing I already can tell you is, when I did my playtesting, at most times I lost at least one carrier.
Yeah. So game wise, we've tried to use the subs, but hello. There's another.
Okay, that's the third one. Just die. It's the third torpedo we've hit him with.
Is that now dead?
Yay!
I think it's
You
dead,
got it.
yeah.
That's one tough ass Soviet sub. Ah, sugar sticks.
Yeah,
Right.
I've got the last one. Yeah. Get the Nimrod over there, use its range. And we still know that we've got one somewhere probably north of that line of buoys
I
now.
think we do, yeah. Well, we can lay a bunch more. I've got this link sitting with his finger up
Yeah.
his butt.
Yeah, absolutely. Put a net down.
Catch
It's
him.
one of the helos I want to have in DCS cap. The links.
So, sweepstake, what's that one going to be? November or an Echo? I reckon that's another November.
I reckon it's Diesel Tango. Send it.
Okay. So Hazel says the modern torpedo was really invented by Whitehead. First use was HMS Shah in the 1870s
Whitehead torpedo.
against an ironclad called Huskar, which still exists. Naturally, the torp missed.
Of course!
Right. We're done with your kind. Take forward 3 torpedoes. That's dead.
Yes, that should be dead, shouldn't it?
Honestly, I think November is one of the most ugliest subs
Pretty
out
ugly.
there.
Giant friggin' penis.
Does remind me of one of those little fish that clings onto the sharks. What they call remorers or whatever they are.
Suckerfish.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well,
Yeah.
it's pilot fish or
We've
something?
got, if we haven't already got the active sonars on those front 3 ships, we need to get the active sonars on those front 3 ships, please.
Wait, we have. Done.
We have, that's fine.
All
Okay,
right.
and we need to start sprint drifting those as well. Okay, so if we get Antelope,
pretty
the
sure there's
west
no
one,
sub.
to sprint across, so we can take them out of formation. Sprint Antelope forward.
This can't go wrong.
She's going to become our sucker. Sorry, she's becoming our hero of the game. Well, if you don't find that submarine, she's going to become the hero of the piece. So
Yeah, I'm not convinced it was
the enemy,
this, but we'll see.
the upper piece. Yeah, is that just that's just a noisemaker there now,
I just
isn't it?
don't believe anything could get past that net.
What is Battalion down subs right now?
No one knows. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for sure.
Okay, you sunk all subs.
Yeah, I did think so. Right, okay, we've got one more thing to do, which is sing this lot. I suggest Courageous South, maximum speed.
Illustrious south, yeah. And if the other flat top's available, get her south as well.
Roger. Can I send Courageous down, just to head them off?
Yeah, by all means, yeah. I don't.
Right.
So we'll keep flushing them north with Churchill. Churchill
Yeah.
can sort of sprint drift, but we'll see if we can keep an ear
Yeah.
out for them.
I'm just getting a nice big run to try and get
The
some
MR2 can go south now. If we put a bubble, what's the?
Roger. About 60.
Oh,
It's about
yeah,
there. So we've got
about there
plenty.
minutes. So she can get, and if she gets high now and
Yep.
puts her search radar on, we might get some returns, won't we?
All done. I guess some EW at least. Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Right, well
you
that
go.
puts us, just that settle for a minute, that puts us, Churchill, no they're still settling.
So the other thing we can do is we can actually launch one Harrier as a recon aircraft and see how far south it gets.
God
I have
damn, I
no-
like this
I
thinking.
think I decided to go to the west.
Oh, it doesn't matter what.
There was, I really like your thinking there.
That is annoying, isn't it guys? What do we do to fix this? Because that's like, okay, now let me try and get it, anti-ship, launch, let's see how far we can get her. Probably not very far because Sea Harrier, you know? Made a sea attack plane that can't go anywhere.
Sounds like a really
She was-
British thing to do.
She was only ever really designed as a point defence aircraft anyway, because that was our job, point defence and ASW.
You know what I'm going to do? I'll get our AAW helicopters further down. If anyone sees them, there they are.
But everything you do there, Stavros, is only talk sense, you know? We want to have a plane that can virtually take off, fly extremely fast, very
She's broken.
far, and deliver really big loads, you know? All
But
at
she won't
once.
come off the fleet, off the things, so no Harriers.
Don't forget, she was built as a RAF aircraft first, and then the Navy co-opted it. I remember back in the days when there was a thing called Commando Comics. There was a story about what would have actually happened in World War III, and the Harriers were dispersed in the south of England and in Germany because they weren't at airfields. They didn't get bombed.
Yeah, I know
That's
that.
what they're supposed to
I meant more about like everyone talks about like they want the fastest, higher, strongest, and most capable thing, you know.
No, we're British. We just like eccentric things. So why not have a plane that can take off vertically?
Cap, the reason why it's bugged is, of course, you see on the aft there, you have a broken deck. He can't move there.
Oh, can he still take off and operate?
I don't think so until that is damaged is repaired.
Try the other aircraft.
Have I got a
carrier.
wrong carrier?
Yeah, I think so.
Anymore?
Wait, you still have the Atlantic conveyor. Just saying.
Yes. It's invincible. Invincible was hit as well. We just didn't notice. All right, 2 aircraft carriers out of action. Atlantic conveyor. Has anyone seen it?
It's close by the Invincible. They're right above it.
Deborah, we do have... they're turning, aren't they? No, they've gone back west. We may have to accept that they're not going to do what we want. We do have strike range. Shall I get them up? What are the ones that I can?
Yeah, okay. Go for it. Just put them all up, see what happens. We've got about 10 minutes to play. Very nicely named Kestrel.
I mean, even we Germans experienced that. For British Royal Navy really has good fighters.
In the chat, what's the connection between Kestrel and a Harrier?
Cap, the chat says unleash the hounds.
Yeah, hounds are about to run away, do stuff. Look, they even take off like real life.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they took
I
off
love
in real
this
life.
mod. When I found it, I was so happy.
Yeah.
Fly giggled.
And already knows it's not that easy to make me happy. They need
They
to.
wouldn't have been able to take off with that loadout from
Yeah.
Which
So
way do you
in,
want to attack them from, Davros?
I don't think we've got much choice. We can just go straight south.
Oh, it's from their outfield already. God damn it! Why is life so fucking difficult? Right,
Yeah,
well, there's no strike.
What I read actually was that the Harriers on the Atlantic conveyor not actually flew into action from there, but actually only were traveling to the Falklands on the carrier and then jumped over to the carriers, to arm there, flew up there, or later gunned into the islands on the far and flew from there.
It was just seatbelt being buggy. It told us that they could go this far, but it's just wrong. So they should all go back home, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, the conveyor was basically just a transport.
If you get close enough, Cap, most of your ships have access at this thing.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, we've got 9 minutes to run on the mission, though.
yeah. There's only so many hours we can do this for. There is one chance we got, which is to get surface Churchill right in the middle of their fleet, and we've got information coming through of their whereabouts. So,
We had a 4-mile shot on one of the Uruguays.
fuck's sake, it's put itself back down to.
still.
Fucking hate this game. It's put itself down to 5 knots and we've lost all of our lead. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever the hell this game is. Oh, and it's turned its bubbles on as well. Just come on, dude.
Oh,
Now it's turned itself around. Well, there's your
Of
chance
course.
with that gone. Let's start all over again.
I suspect our sailors have been up the run. So let's decrease the density of the water and see if that makes a difference. We'll come up to above layer and just we're well in their baffles. If the heroes find us, the heroes find us. This is not how we would do this in real life. It's
Nicely put.
It is but a game.
Speaking of a game, you guys.
Slower.
So I worked my stuff here. You guys actually
Really?
did far better than I thought you would
How
do.
the freak does that work? What amazed me in the Falklands was they never strapped any exosets to a Vulcan
There you go.
and had a little trip to the Argentinian mainland. That would have been interesting.
That would have been really interesting. But at the same time, do you really had something to target there?
Yeah, the aircraft carrier went back to shore, so we could have taken the aircraft
Yeah,
carrier
I
out
know,
as
but
retreating.
can
Yeah.
you target that with back then access at shore?
Yeah, use one Nimrod as targeting plane, and use the Nimrod as target plane, use your Vulcan as a launch platform. I reckon they could have done it. They probably didn't do it for political reasons. So distance to Kirov is
10. We're getting
10, 11 miles.
To get close, just run for a few minutes.
So what's her actual speed if you click on her?
16. We're going 20.
And we're doing 20. So yeah, we've got time compression on. We'll give it a few
Very
more.
slowly eking her back in.
Speaking of all like submarine moving and stuff, I think Pony would be very happy to know that you guys did pretty well in that.
Yeah, we took out 5 submarines. We survived the barrage of missiles just, although serious damage has been done. So no ships have been sunk, and their fighting force is gone basically. Once they get within 100 miles, our Harriers will take off and sink them all. But obviously,
we need to get them within ECM range of our 42 first, and then we can unleash the Harriers on them. Otherwise, the Harriers would just be mincemeat.
Our fleet's going the wrong. Our fleet's running away, so the merge is never going to happen.
Well, that was my initial idea, but I was told the Iron Lady would not be happy with this. So I don't think the Iron Lady's going to be particularly happy that I lost a bloody nuclear submarine. But hey,
I wanted earlier to make the joke. There was HMS Conqueror is not elected to conquer anything anymore.
We do come up with some weird and wonderful fate begetting names, don't we? Illustrious, invincible. Hermes.
Right.
You know,
You're
you're laying some big achievements on those folks, aren't you?
Yeah. You're also very cocky about it, you know.
I mean, once we get within about 9 miles, we could surface and put all 6 torpedoes into Kirov and hope for the best.
Yeah, I think if we go full spread of Marks 8, have they got the range for that?
No, they've got no range.
Aren't they?
They've got no
Have
range.
they got?
The other ones might though. The Tigerfish might, yeah.
And we come to slow, let the wires run out, see what happens.
All right, we're 9 miles. It's 9 p.m. Do you want to go up and take the shot?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, here we go. Fire everything on Kirov right now. We could fire, if you like, 5 Tigerfish. No, because physically the Mark 8 doesn't have the range. I'm not even going to bother.
No, let's just go for Tigerfish. Everything at Kirov.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then bring your speed down to 10 knots.
Aye, aye. Aye, aye, Captain. Oh, this would be a great way to go.
Let's hope they stay on the wires.
Let's hope they stay on the wires.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
I wonder if standard would be better to keep closer to them. Anyone know the wired length?
Don't know. No idea.
Basically the same range.
In real life, it's about 10 nautical miles in real life.
Wow, that's pushing it, guys. Can't make it go any faster. Have to just sit here with finger up butt. So we're now 11 miles from Kirov, so we haven't got enough wire.
Yeah, but they'll be only 1 nautical mile away from her when they go active, hopefully. That's a ridiculous spread of torpedoes, I just have to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have to say, this is slower than my beavers.
It's terrible. Who makes a torpedo slower than the ship it's meant to go for?
Yeah, exactly. You know, what are we supposed to do? Get into a perfect, 90-degree attack every time?
Hope the baddie doesn't maneuver.
We could ask for Brits,
So I'm taking bets now, stream. Are our torpedoes going to run out of gas, and at what distance? I'm going with 200 meters from the tail of that Kirov. They're all going to go pop, pop, pop.
And maybe
GR style about 10 feet. No, 20 yards.
Well, 4 have just... No, they've locked on. Now run, my beauties. Oh, I don't know what's happening now. I really don't know what's happening now.
Kirov's moving. She's using the merchant as a screen.
This could be the most beautiful ending I've ever seen. It could be the most beautiful...
There they go.
Wow, that sums up our day, really, doesn't it?
That does sum up our day.
There you go. I have no idea if we achieved anything, but Fly, debrief us.
You did far more better than I expected you would do. In my testing, actually, half of a fleet never survived any time, and at least I lost always at least 1 carrier completely. So congrats to that. I think both carriers are still perfectly in shape to repair until you guys reach the Falklands. So, I'm nice today. So, yeah, I would say you won today.
Yay, we won. We played the video game and won.
You destroyed all of the subs. What you not got was the Russian patrol plane that was, at most times west of your main fleet.
Never even saw it.
Yeah, it was just out of your detection range.
Bitch.
Yeah. Most of the fleet south there is still alive and will eventually go for you. But I think in the end you have enough protection to get through there. And probably the Americans already scrambled a bunch of aerial stuff towards you.
Roger. Yeah, I mean, the Soviets' main attack failed. There was their submarines and was their missiles. And they failed. The only missiles they launched were from here, and they don't have any more missiles. So that's him done. They didn't launch the missiles from their Echoes, but that's a them problem. And we shot and sunk all of their Echoes, sunk all of their submarines, so they have no teeth. All they can do is run away, really, and just suck up our time. And that's all they can do. So, yeah, I'd say it's a win as well. All right, guys.
I need to give kudos to Devros. Of course, at my first inception of this mission, it was an Russian...
my god!
Oh, it just fired.
So submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah, shot our submarine.
So the first version cap had actually an Russian carrier, so also like a ski jump carrier, Russian version on there. And then Devros came in and said to me, you know what? It's right the time of the Kirov got into the fleet.
Yeah.
So I thought, like, you know what? That's perfect. That sounds perfect.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Plus, those yaks were so terrible. Man, they were terrible. Even in game, they go 50 miles. Like, what's the point?
Next thing is, next week we will fight in north of Germany against the Russians who elected to want to invade us. And we say no. Guys?
The week after that, you will have to defend a defecting Soviet submarine.
Oh, I like that. So, if
In
you
the
guys
Chinese
want to see...
Sea.
So, if the viewers want to see that, they, of course, need to consider to subscribe, like the video, thumbs up, hit the bell, and at best, become donator to be here and watch us and suffer and give us good, cool ideas for the future.
Yes, ma'am. All right, well done, guys. We'll see you later.